Tom Hardy. And ever since I watched Capone and was let down, I've been looking at his career. I may have overhyped his career. I didn't like Legend. I didn't like Venom. I didn't like a few movies that he's done. I didn't like Mad Max, but that's still the best um, part of Mad Max, in my opinion, still. Um, yeah, he's not that great as I look as him as. I really overhyped him. Capone was supposed to be a gangster film about Al Capone, obviously. Not the first film to do that. They also had the Untouchables, but I didn't like Untouchables. That was boring, but it lacked excitement for me. Both films have had a plain story, but it's Al Capone in his old age. Um, Either in an illusion or past, he sees things that I'm not sure if that really happened, but he's once second in this party at this party, like for him. Then he's traveling, chasing some girl in another dimension. It's confusing, but I couldn't even finish the movie. I wasn't halfway through it. And I don't know what I was really expecting. I know Al Capone, know of him, but I don't know that much about him. I know he was caught for tax. They tried to catch him for tax evasion and all this. But man, it was a poor portrayal. It wasn't intriguing enough for me. And the trailer looked sick. So I was very disappointed. Second disappointment is Babysitter 2 from the number 2 slot. Disrespects the first Babysitter, which was a classic, timeless. One of the biggest mistakes about this, besides existing, this is one of those movies that if you just left this alone and made one part, we would have been fine with that. It's like Bad Boys. They should have left it to one film. They they made it some part two that was garbage, and part three they're old, and I don't know why they gave it the effort. But anyways, back to Babysitter 2. Um, well, if you understand why part two is a disappointment, that means you watched the first one. Cole was a kid learning to face his fears. He had to go through this whole satanic traumatic trauma experience with his babysitter, trying to do these evil rituals with her friends, trying to gain power through the devil himself. Um, Out of all this mess, he was supposed to mature and take on more responsibility and be fearless. And he even had a girlfriend by the end of the movie. So the movie had a lot of heart. Now in this second one, well, what does this tell you? It's only like a few years after he's still in school. This dude still gets bullied. Now after all this, you don't tell me he's still a soft character. This dude is still soft after all he went through. He should be like more mature now. Like he shouldn't be taking on the same role. He's not developing as a character. Still shy and all this, but it gets even worse. By the time they get to the exciting parts, they decide to turn the girlfriend into a serial killer and tries to kill Cole to sell her soul and get power. This makes absolutely no sense, destroys the movie, disrespects the first one. This is equivalent to deciding to have Mary Jane try to kill Spider-Man. That's basically what this garbage is. I'm very disappointed in this movie. We'd be better off if this movie didn't even exist. I don't know why they would make a second part. Um, that's number two. Number one, the most disappointing movie of 2020 is Birds of Prey. When I saw the trailer, I saw Margaret Robbie, one of my favorite actresses, as Harley Quinn. I said this was going to be the best movie of the year. And man, was I wrong. The trailer looked like it was going to be amazing. The movie wasn't even creative. They made a whole scene about a sandwich. Saving a sandwich, he just goes to a restaurant. A friend she knows who cooks at I think he has some restaurant or something. Or yeah, it's at a food stand. Man, tired scene about her having a destroyed sandwich. Like this wasn't creative at all. It made random ass scenes. This is boring. They decided to go back and forth in time, which kills the movie. Really, it really kills it. Destroys the moments. And when you expect this movie to be about Harley Quinn, and she breaks up with Joker and stuff, and tries to prove him wrong, says she's crazier than him. And I do not believe that. Joker is probably the most craziest villain. But you expect this movie to be about her. Then they change it, they flip it, and it's about this Asian girl that swallows a diamond, and Harley Quinn is trying to save her and get her trust. So it's really about her more than Harley Quinn. Um, I'm very disappointed about this movie. Not most disappointed about this movie than anything else, because although this was going to be the best movie of the year, and not Harley Quinn, Margaret Robbie, she did excellent as Harley Quinn. I like all the cast members. Just the story was trash. I don't like how they try to just throw in a random sexuality for the black mask. Um, yeah, I didn't like that. They always try to throw in some type of agenda in it, some LGBTQ agenda. Um, yeah, that went down on a couple points for me, but those are most disappointing um, movies of 2020. Top three definitely. Hopefully, we get way better movies than this. Um, in no order, because I really didn't want to make a video, because it's barely 5 movies that I like, but I like Sonic X, The Photograph. I thought that was amazing. Invisible Man, Project Power, and I think I named 4. Fast and Furious was alright. So it's really 4 movies that were actually amazing. Hopefully we do better this year, and we are going to make some more videos soon. I got one in the works right now, and yeah, stuff is happening every day, so we ain't leaving this channel. So y'all enjoy your night. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Comment what do you think was the most disappointing movies of 2020. And I'm out.